Well, there's my plane. Each wing has a fuel tank in it, 15 gallons. It has a 3-blade prop-on, warp drive blade, 68-inch. Here is air intake right here. Here goes into an oil cooler. Here's the radiator for the fuel injected engine. Another 15-gallon tank on the right wing. The number is 65 Alpha X-ray. And to get into the plane, you have to be a wing walker. You step on this one, and you step up, and you walk right on the wing, no problem. On the inside, I'll sit in it. This up here is a GPS antenna. It transmits Wi-Fi, WAS, to the mapping. As you can see, I've chosen a route this morning, and it shows the weather too. So there's rain within a 50-mile radius of here. It's moving that way, but we'll watch for that rain. We won't fly in the rain. And there's my engine monitor. It has everything on one page to show everything: engine temperatures, oil temperatures, gearbox temperatures, and stuff like that. And here's the iHUD that I used to fly. It says 832 altitude. This one says 815 on altitude. 0 miles per hour, that will show my ground speed. And over here it will show my airspeed. This iPad is receiving Wi-Fi from a module that is behind me, that is connected to the pilot and the static tube, and that receives my airspeed, because airspeed and ground speed, they can be different. Here's the throttle, switches, trim, flaps, and right here's where you use this to start the engine. Here's a backup system, and down there are 2 fuel pumps. One is a backup, and right there is the computer module for the engine. There are 2 computers in there. One's a backup. Everything has a backup. This hole here, we can just use it for a cubby hole. I have a cover for it, but I think it would serve a good purpose as a cubby hole. These ports over here I use to charge up the iPads, or this one. This one's plugged in right now, it's charging. I can see what the charge is on it. It shows that I'm receiving all these satellites right here. And the charge on it, it says charging. If I unplug it, it says what the charge is. There it shows where the satellites and stuff are. So this iPad receives location from GPS. It has an internal GPS antenna, the iPad does, but it's not as good, not nearly as good as this one. This one is quite accurate. So this shows all my GPS stuff, but this shows my actual airspeed and stuff, actual altitude also. The iPad GPS altitude will be just about the same as the indicated altitude right here. Okay, and here's my radio. Switches, fuel tank selector, right and left, fuel gauges. They do not show correct, but I use a stick and I measure my fuel each time before I take off. Okay, the reason I'm doing this is because my little camera that I had is not working. I'll record a little more when I'm flying today.